3 dream dental school acceptances, and a $5,000 scholarship. In this video, I interviewed one of my students who got 0 interviews her first time applying, and then we began working together on her application materials like her personal statement, secondary essays, and interviews, and everything in between. And then she went on to get 9 interviews and 3 dream school acceptances in addition to that $5,000 scholarship. Whether you're a reapplicant wondering what you can do to help make sure you get accepted this next cycle, a pre-dental applying for the first time, or just wondering what my one-on-one dental school admissions advising system can do for you to help you get accepted to your dream dental schools, this video is going to uncover all that and more. What this video is also going to highlight is that a good GPA, a good DAT, and good extracurriculars are no longer enough to get interviews and land acceptances. You need an application that stands out and really resonates with what admissions officers are looking for, even if you already have the stats. To make this video even more valuable and have more content and less time, I cut out the parts where I was asking questions and my discussions with her, so it's just her valuable feedback and experience going through the dental school admissions and advising process. Before we get started, I do want to just say thank you to all the pre-dentals who trust me with their application and admissions process. I don't take it lightly, and it really is an honor to help everyone with their application process. That being said, let's dive into it.
I cannot thank you enough. Okay, first of all, it was such a great experience working with you. All the schools that I absolutely wanted to go were all the I was able to get acceptances. So that was a pretty cool thing. My name's Juby. I'm from Korea. I applied to 2020 cycle, actually 2019 cycle, and I didn't get any acceptances because I didn't get interviews. And in February of last year, that's the time I was realizing I didn't get any interviews and I know I needed to reapply. And I was getting every single thing completely, like, try to be a perfect candidate for applying. But then obviously something wasn't working out, so I didn't get any interviews. So mid of February, that's the time I was looking for professional help. And I happened to find Andrew in Predenting team, and I was just like, oh my God, I need to do this. I was watching actually Ardo's videos, the previous cycle student who got like eight acceptances. And I'm like, I just need one school to get into, and I just want to be a dentist. So that's why I contacted Andrew, and he was going over why I didn't kind of like not get in and try to figure out what are the things can be improved in a paper form, because obviously I already took classes, I completed everything, but did something completely done better because I got lots of interviews. I got total 9 interviews out of 12 schools, and only attended total 6, and I got into the 3 schools. Actually, those are my top choices. So I was like extremely happy. My dream schools were the Ohio State, obviously my in-state. Also, Louisville was definitely one of my top schools in Loma Linda, and those are schools I was able to get in. I remember the first round, I was able to get some help for the personal statement. It's not like I didn't get any professional help, but I only got the professional help for just the writing portion, not the actual what's in there. What's not the story about it. So people will kind of go over the grammars and stuff like that, but obviously it didn't work out. So I knew something was missing there. And that's when you come in second round. And by the time the end of personal statement is completed, my personal statement is completely brand new. Like, it was just really well structured, extremely organized. We spent time really finalizing the schools, writing, perfecting personal statements, and writing every single section, because there's so many sections. And I know, since I already applied once and I didn't do well, I know how much of an effort I needed to put in for the second round. So that's why I knew I needed professional help. And I was so lucky to find you that in favorite time. And you helped me from the beginning, like even picking the right schools, because obviously I didn't pick the right schools first round. And picking the right schools, getting a better letter recommendation, and every single step you were there. So I think that was the best part of it. Like personal statement, yes, that's like no questions, but every single letter, not just the personal statement, but all the questions from secondary application, there are many of them, and you never felt like I always felt like you were completely there, like attention was there, you fully there, and helped me improve every single thing for it's just making perfect, not just like personal statement, not just for interviews, but being every single step you're there. And that was just a big part because I felt like you were really helpful.
Before we continue, if you want the same one-on-one mentoring, advising, and admission strategies from myself and former dental school admissions officers, click the link below in the description and let's talk about your situation and see how I can help you get accepted to your dream dental schools too.
For the interview portion, I was actually start getting interviews from like August, mid of August, at least once a month. I was like, oh my God, I was forwarding you the emails like, oh, Andrew, I'm actually getting interviews. I was so excited, right? Obviously, you were there to help me out. We really narrowed down the type of questions that we need to prepare. You were helping me how to answer things in a better form, in a more structured form, but sounds still like not cliche, you know? And I think really worked me out because I was real prepared. I was walking in an interview and I feel really prepared for it. So it was extremely helpful. It's phenomenal. I'm extremely happy that I made a decision to trust you and go for it. It's just amazing. Acceptance is probably the best feeling that you will experience in your life. I got 3 post-December interviews. I was keep on getting from one January, February, and late February. So even I didn't like, if I ended up attending more, then I would have probably had a more chance of getting in more school. But I already kind of knew that where I wanted to go. So yeah, and then financially it was better option for me to go to schools that I got accepted to. Loma Linda is close to exactly like 100K per year, or even going to Louisville, it was 87, close to 87. It's still about double amount of the tuition that I'll be paying for ISA. So, you know, it's I tell you, it's best investment more than mutual funds or real estate. So, yeah, I knew it's worth the money because obviously it's I'm putting less and getting more out of it. So yeah. So if any students are get to know you, luckily if they found you in the process of application, and you're lucky, you know. Yeah. Really trusting you, your predenting team, and I'm extremely grateful that I did make the decision. I think it's the best investment I ever made in my life. I probably told you many times, repeat the same time, but yeah.
You also want to check out how I helped this pre-dental get 9 dental school acceptances, including to Columbia and UPenn, and a $92,000 scholarship.